Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be jumping back on, for the first time in a long time, F1 24. I woke up this morning and I thought, I kind of want to try it because I haven't done it on the Fanatec wheel before, and I got on and it was just, it felt so much better than it had ever felt when I played it on my Thrustmaster wheel. So we're going to be jumping back in, doing a few short 3-lap races in some different cars, and just having a good time. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the action. Crashing the back, that is... Okay, here we are for race 1. So we've got Oscar Piastri at the British Grand Prix, and it's going to be lights out, and away we go straight away. I've had a relatively sluggish start, so we're instantly going to get some overtake mode as Leclerc gets past us into turn 1. We're going to go to the right hand side. He's going to cover that off. We're not going to be able to get past there, but it's Perez leads from Norris, leads from Leclerc, leads from us, and then Carlos Sainz, who's also having a look at us there on the inside, but we're going to break away from him, and away we go down the Wellington Straight. I'm trying to remember all the buttons. That's my look back button, that's what I was looking for. But down into Luffield, I'm pretty sure this is. A little bit of oversteer, and then we nearly get hit by Carlos Sainz, but out of the corner, and it's been a relatively okay start for now. Leclerc's going to get close to Norris as they head up to Cops, and we've basically just got to re-catch back up, and hopefully try and get a podium at the end of this race. Into Maggots and Beckett's we go, clipping Apex after Apex, 7th gear, 6th gear, getting that turn in, nice, and then using all that curb on the exit. Hopefully Norris, looks like Norris is going to have a go at Perez as we get into Stowe. Is he going to go for it? He's not going to go for it, he's going to hold back. But then round through Stowe we go, and we are still just hanging up and catching up to the back of Leclerc. Down into the Vale chicane, and out we go, short shifting a little bit. Oh, nearly spun out through there, but getting a lot more feeling now in this wheel. It's just fun, like a direct drive wheel on this game makes it so much better compared to the belt driven ones. Shouldn't be the case at all, but it is good that it is the case for me, for my personal experience. But onto lap 2, we don't obviously have much time. That's my DRS button, there it is. Yeah, we don't have much time to actually catch and pass these guys, but look at how close it is at the front of the field. Hopefully this might turn into like a 3-car battle, 4-car battle, and that would bring us right into it. Gonna use some overtake coming out of Luffield as we head up towards Cops, and then turning in after the 50 board and really clipping that apex, using all the curb and then some. But out we go, left hand up, bang, bang, 7th gear, 6th gear, and now we're going to get a good run coming onto the hangar straight. Norris is going to go for a move on Perez, they're going side by side. We've set a purple sector 2, we're going to be just a bit too far away from Charles Leclerc, but we're going to take a different line and stay close, and we're just too far back to make a move at the moment. Short shifting up to 4th, it's an easy corner to spin out. Coming out of is the Vale chicane. We're not going to set the fastest lap of the race, but we are now on the final lap of the race, so we've got to, it's now or never to make an overtake on the Ferrari. Not going to do one there, although we had a look. AI a lot more competent on F1 24 compared to previous years, which is the one thing I do like about this game. But out we go. Opening up the DRS, I keep pressing the wrong button, but it's okay, we'll get used to it. 5th gear now, clipping that curb on the inside, and getting close to the Ferrari, much closer on this attempt. Nearly having a spin there, just getting a little bit of oversteer, using a little bit of ERS, but not too much. Look at Leclerc, he's going to get close coming into Cops, but what we're going to have to do is we're really going to have to ace Maggots and Beckett's if we want a chance. A little bit of a corner cut there, no warning though. I've actually done it twice, and I'm nearly going to go off the road. So we're not going to get a move, we're not going to get that chance. Oh, and my God, Leclerc nearly crashing into the back of Perez. He was all over the place, but that's really good for us. We're going to get a really nice run out of Stowe. We're going to make this 3 wide, down into the Vale chicane, up the inside of Norris and Leclerc. Norris is going to hold it there. We made contact, and around the final corner, who's going to get there? It's going to be us. Yes. Oh my God, that was super, super close. Woo. All right, here we go for race 2. We're going to be playing as Esteban Ocon in the Alpine at Baku, and it's immediately lights out and away we go. Didn't get much time for an intro there, but we're going to get a pretty average start, starting from P18. We're not going to have a look up the inside of the Haas as we head through turn 1. We're actually going to get overtaken by the Sauber of Bottas, but we're not going to let that happen. Not going to be overtaken by that dumpster fire, which is the kick. But heading down onto the second straight, we've been jumped by Magnussen a bit there, but it's a Ferrari who leads away. We're going to go up the inside, down into turn 3, sorry. And then we're going to stay to the outside. Hopefully we won't be able to get a run on either Albon or our teammate, Pierre Gasly. But we are going to clear Ocon. Not Ocon, we are going to clear Magnussen down into the chicane. So it's a solid start. We're up a position. But now it's going to be Fred's Civil War part 1,000,000 as we have a look at Gasly. He's actually going to have a look at Albon, and Albon's going to go in the wall. That means we're going to have to go around the outside into the castle section. We're going to do it. Have you ever seen an overtake at the castle section? I don't think so. What a fantastic move from us. We're up into P16. We'll be getting a replay of that shortly. But anyway, as we head through the old city section, down to 3rd gear for the left-hander, and getting away. We've got to save some ERS now because I've used a lot on this opening lap and over the curb. But it's a solid start from us so far. We've got Hamilton down in 14th, so we should be trying to pressure him as I've just got him bump the wall slightly. We're going to use 3% more of our ERS as we head down the incredibly long first straight. We've got Albon behind. He's not challenging us as of right now, but across the line, 1 lap down, and into turn 1 we go, clipping that apex curve, and that was really quick through there. Coming down into turn 2, and we're going to have the DRS on this lap, so this is a good chance to save some ERS while we have the DRS on Gasly in front, and we shouldn't use too much as the drag is lowered. And into turn 3, and we're not quite there yet, but we are keeping touch with the Alpine in front, so that's good. Down into the chicane for a second time, getting close to that wall. That's where Nick De Vries bumped his wheel and put it out of alignment, which is pretty embarrassing. And we're going to go, whoa, big lunge there. I thought about it, and then I was like, let's just do it. And we're up the inside of Pierre Gasly on our way into the castle section. I don't know what those corners are called, but we are through and up into 15th place. So we're up 3 positions in this race so far. But as we head down into the old city section again, this city is obviously about 1,000 years old, if my memory is correct. Down into the left-hander, so it's cool to see F1 cars go through a city with such historic values, I guess you would say, using that curb on the right-hand side. And we're going to tuck in behind Hamilton as we head through the final few corners, which prepares us for the long straight. We're not going to clip the barriers or anything. And now we're going to dump some ERS down to 50%. We're going to get closer in the slipstream. We might have to use a little bit more. And getting the DRS open, we are going to use a little bit more ERS. He's going to defend to the inside, so we'll have to go to the right. Later on the brakes, Hulkenberg locks up. And I nearly went up the back of him, but it's going to allow Hamilton to keep the place as I got distracted. So we're going to have to try that again. And out of turn 2 we go. He's 4/10 ahead. That's not move territory. Coming down into turn 3. So we might have to do another unconventional move like we did on Pierre Gasly. I've locked up slightly. Going into turn 3. We're going to go for a move there. There we are up the inside on Lewis Hamilton. And out we go. He's going to squeeze us to the outside. We're going to have to go around the outside. We're going to fight this more and more and more. And he's still there. He's going to get a better exit. So we're not going to get the Mercedes on this attempt. We're going to tuck in behind, trying not to DNF on the final lap into the castle section. Nicely through there. And it was a solid attempt at a move. We're not quite going to get it though. So we're going to have to settle for 14th for now. We're going to see if we can save some ERS before the end of this race and dump it all on the final straight. These guys might be running out of it. It all depends on what they were doing on this lap. But into the final proper corner, the one where you have to brake. We're going to be close-ish to Hamilton. We're going to be close enough for a move as long as he has less ERS. He's in saving mode and he's actually going to get a bad run out of the final corner. And now we're going to dump the ERS. We're going to get past Joe as well. And possibly even Fernando Alonso. We're going to get close coming up to the line. Oh, we're not quite there. Nearly got him. But we got two cars on the final straight. We did well to save the ERS there at the end. But there we have it. P12 at Baku. Okay, so final race. We're going to be playing as Leclerc on the Las Vegas Strip circuit. Starting from pole. And away we go. We've had a really nice start. Verstappen is nowhere near us as we head into turn 1. Fourth gear as we bounce over the casino marked curbs. And we are relatively unchallenged as we head away from the grid. All we got to do really is hold this first place. And we won't really have to worry too much about what's going on behind us as we head down into turn 3. Fourth gear as we clip the curb and then ride all the way out to the wall. And then through the long left-hander. Braking for third. Clipping the curb on the inside as we head past the sphere. And then getting close to that wall. Clipping that curb. And out we go. Very nicely done there. And it's a really good start from us so far in this race. As through the right-hander, then the left-hander where Norris had his accident in 2023 caused by a bump. We've actually got Verstappen going up the inside. That was the last thing I expected, but he's actually going to get the place. So we're going to lose the lead to Verstappen, and here comes Carlos Sainz as well. He's going to have the slipstream on Verstappen. I'm not going to be able to tuck in. We're going to have to use some of that side slipstream to get close to the Red Bull. But look at Sainz, he's going to challenge for the lead of this race. And he's just going to get there. We're going to go to the right-hand side over the crest. And then down into the chicane. They're going side by side. And then I nearly spun out there, but they're still racing each other. And Sainz is going to take the lead of the race. And then we're going to use some ERS. We're going to get past Max Verstappen. We're going to get him back, heading into the final corner. Carlos Sainz takes the fastest lap as he crossed the line first. And down into turn 1, I'm going to get past Max Verstappen. We're going to clear him relatively easily. And into turn 2, we're going to be up to second place. And now we've got to chase back after Carlos Sainz, our teammate. As we head down to turn 3, he's going to defend to the inside. I wasn't really going to go for a move from that far back, but he's going to cover it off anyway. We're going to save some ERS for the strip. Now swinging out wide. Third gear as we ride over the curves. Taking a slightly tighter line compared to Carlos. And then braking out of the left-hander. We're going to stay in the slipstream. Dirty air is going to affect us slightly as we head through the right left-hander. And then down into the left-hander with the bollard on the inside onto the Las Vegas Strip. We're now going to dump some ERS. We're going to get slightly closer without DRS, but we're going to make all those gains with the rear wing open. Still in the slipstream, we've gained a 10th so far. Now we've got the wing open, and we're going to use a little bit more of that energy to the outside. And Carlos is just going to hold the inside there, so we're not actually going to make that move. It wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. We're going to use a little bit more battery coming into the final corner. Where's he going to go? He's going to go there. We're going to go around the outside onto the final lap of this race already. We're going to get the fastest lap. But around the outside in turn 1, Carlos is just going to hold it off. And we're not going to make that move just yet. Oh, as Verstappen's just hit us on the inside. I didn't see him. But we're actually still going to get a run on Carlos. As there we go, Perez is going to come through as well. So Science with a bad run out of turn 2, and we're going to take the lead, but we've got big floor damage on this SF24, and we're going to have to hold the lead until the end of the race. I've gone deep, coming into the left-hander past the sphere, and we're all out of line, which means Perez is probably going to get an advantage as we come out of the left-hander. It's a bit tense right now. We're going to use a little bit. I've just driven into the wall. Oopsie. It's going to get very tense now, as Perez is actually going to go around the outside. That's the last thing I wanted. I was so early on the brakes. I'm so worried about this floor damage. I think Perez is going to take this victory. I don't know who's going to have the DRS. Actually, it's going to be us, because we're just going through the detection point now. We're going to have DRS on the Red Bull. We're going to get it open now. Sainz is back in front of Verstappen. We're going to go to the inside. Perez can cover that off all he likes, but we're going to get through third gear for the final few corners. Short shifting up to fourth to get that traction, and then out of the final proper corner, we're going to use all the ERS to the line. 8th gear, 300 kilometers an hour. Perez is 4/10 behind, so he's not going to challenge us, and we're going to finish in first place in Las Vegas for the final race of this video. Yes. Woo! Well, that has been this video, everybody. Hopefully you all enjoyed. I had a ton of fun making this one. It was really good to actually enjoy this game again for the first time in a while. And because of that, we might see it maybe feature a little bit more on the channel in the future. But that is it for me. Stay safe, have an awesome day, do all that good stuff, subscribe, etc. Because it helps support me and whatever, all of that YouTube stuff. But I will see you all in the next video. So, see you later, everybody.